Pro-life versus pro-choice. The difference between the two is one is for abortion and one is against it. I believe that under any circumstances, an abortion is not acceptable and not right. AbortionNo.org says that there are approximately 42 million abortions per year, which is approximately 115,000 a day. There are many different abortion procedures that are all medical and that can be harmful to a woman, especially when you do it more than once. More than half of abortions are given to women under the age of 25. An abortion is taking a life. What would you do if someone took your right to live before you took your first breath? All the different abortion methods usually differ by how far along the woman is. At 8 to 10 weeks, a baby has started developing eyelids and growing hair. The baby can also move around and suck its thumb. A doctor would do a suction abortion, where they use a suction current, a hollow tube with a knife-tipped edge, that is connected to a vacuum. The suction on this vacuum is 29 times more powerful than your household vacuum. This tears the placenta and the baby into small pieces that are sucked through the tube and then thrown away. Partial abortions are done when the baby is about 30 weeks old, which is when the baby is almost finished developing. Guided by an ultrasound, the doctor grabs the baby's legs with forceps, the baby is pulled into the birth canal, and the baby's body is delivered, except for the head. The abortionist then jams the scissors into the skull and then opens the scissors to enlarge the skull and uses a tube to suck up the brain, which causes the skull to collapse. The dead baby is then removed. According to AbortionNo.org, 48% of abortions are funded by the facilities, or they provide some sort of coverage. However, clinics that perform abortions usually also provide birth control and condoms, which could have been used before and could have prevented the pregnancy. 93% of all abortions are just because the child is unwanted or inconvenient. Most of the women getting abortions already have kids, too. What do you think they would say if you went in for an abortion and had a child already and said, "What if we just dispose of this one instead? That way you can have a new baby." You would freak out. You would definitely say no. It's the same situation, except you just haven't met this baby yet. There are many women who want to have children, but their bodies will not allow them to. They are looking to adopt newborn babies. Adoption is the loving option. Women who have abortions are just not okay with being uncomfortable for 9 months. Instead, they take the baby's life when they could be making another family extremely happy. Some women think it would be too hard to give up their baby after 9 months, but there's such things called open adoptions, where you can still visit your baby and see photos. Women have so many more alternatives that are safer for the baby and for themselves. Many pro-choice people argue that abortion should continue to be legal for women due to rape or incest. I agree that it would be extremely hard to carry a child under those circumstances. However, it's still a child, and it's still yours. It shares your DNA. AbortionNo.org says that only 1% of abortions are given because of rape or incest. Another argument is health problems. Maybe a woman has been told that if she has a child that she could die during childbirth, or she could develop a lifelong permanent damage to her body. AbortionNo.org also says that only 6% of abortions are due to health problems. However, if you were told this by your doctor, they shouldn't have been having unprotected sex and risk the chance anyway. If you are pro-life and believe that all unborn babies deserve a chance to live, then I urge you to protest and vote. Use your voice. Many people will disagree, but it's worth it. If you are pro-choice and believe that an unborn child is not a person, then think again. Even in the womb, babies have feelings. They feel every single poke. What would you do if your life was taken before you had the chance to live?